and Halloween soon approaching, so I thought I'd get a couple of costume ideas out there for you. My first one is one that I'm slightly obsessed with, Snapchat. You probably know the butterfly filter. I love the way that it makes me look, and I thought that I would turn that into a Halloween costume this year. Simply for the reason that you can wear whatever you want. It's mostly just the headpiece and the makeup that you have to do to be the Snapchat filter. So let's get into it. So I actually found these butterflies at the dollar store, but if you can't find those, I'll show you how to make some with that yellow foam. Just in addition, you'll need some sparkles, Mod Podge, maybe gold paint, wire, and a hot glue gun, and I'm also using an orange marker here because if you take a look at the Snapchat filter, the butterflies aren't just yellow, they have some orange marking in there, and so to give them some definition and some life, I am just coloring on these fake butterflies that I found. Those are actually feathered butterflies. And then I have some gold sparkles in a couple of different colors that I'm going to add to the butterflies. So taking your Mod Podge and a paintbrush, I'm just simply painting on where I want the sparkles to go. Most of it was covering the orange marker, and it was kind of a copper tone that I used there, but I used several different types of sparkles, again just creating different dimension and definition here to add to these butterflies. A couple of them I did keep straight up yellow, just kind of trying to mimic what was in the app. I covered the black bodies because the butterflies are all yellow or orange. And then I actually cut this one down a little bit because they're also different sizes. And again, going back with the sparkles and adding a different color there. So if you can't find those butterflies, you can definitely make your own out of this thin piece of yellow foam. I am obviously horrible at drawing butterflies, so I just traced a few, but you can definitely download them off the internet and trace your own. Cut them out in different shapes and sizes, and they look really basic right now, but we're going to go back with our Sharpie, kind of outline them here, and then again go back in with the Mod Podge, your paintbrush, and add some sparkles to really bring these to life as well. So I thought that they looked pretty good when I was all done, and then the added touch here is kind of gluing the bodies together so it makes the wings lift a little bit there. So to add them to your hair, I'm simply just using some bobby pins. I didn't originally plan on this, but it was the best method I found. So just a strip of hot glue and make sure you are gluing the bumpy side of the bobby pin down. For the other butterflies, they actually already had this little wire piece in the body of them, which is perfect because in the Snapchat they kind of float above your head. So this allowed me to do that and bend them in different ways. And again, just gluing a bobby pin to that wire. Okay, so I am not good at makeup, but just to kind of basically show you what I did here, I kind of already had my normal makeup on for the day, but I added some extra highlighter because that filter kind of makes you glow. I also added some gold sparkly eyeshadow, just kind of a basic lip, and then pinning in those as best I can to replicate the app. You make me say, ooh, ooh, you make me say, la 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 la, dust it on, you turn me on, baby, when you're on my body, ooh, la la la, say, ooh, 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 it feels so good to me, when you make me say la, 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 no, I'm never gonna leave, cause you make me say ooh, ooh. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. It's a simple costume because you can wear whatever you want, so it doesn't matter the temperature, which in Canada it tends to get pretty cold on Halloween sometimes, so that is a bonus. And you do have to work it to get those butterflies looking just right. But I snapped it to a couple of friends and they thought it was the real deal, so that's good. If you try it out for yourself, I'd love to see how you make out with it and what it looks like. Feel free to send me some photos on Instagram and on Twitter at @JanelleSteeper, and then use the hashtag toDIYfor if you tag me in any of those photos. Linked below, I will leave you some of my costume ideas from last year, and next week I will have another costume tutorial idea for you. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll have that out on Wednesday for you. Cheers! I would, nope.